All right, I'm back. Today we're gonna plant some more flowers. So these look like daisies. I think they're Gabera daisies. We're gonna make another one of these little greenhouses since it's kind of raining outside. But I also wanted to show you how to use these. They're the coconut blocks. They're just really compressed coconut. It's called coconut core. And they're kind of messy. But I think I might just take out maybe 2 paper towels, put that back under the light. And you should really do it in the sink, but it's harder to do over there and make a video. So you get that guy, you get out one of your best butter knives, open up the plastic. Use a butter knife because they're not sharp and you really can't hurt yourself on them. Now the thing about these coconut things, these coconut cores, is they pack them laterally, which means like this, you find the grain in there and then you just gotta kind of push down and it'll split. I'll show you. It's easier to do if you know which way they do it. And it'll split. I'll show you off a whole chunk of it like that. And let me turn the camera around like that. So you just take the knife. You'll see the lines in it, so you know which way to go. Then you just push your knife in there and break off a piece like that. Now the reason why I'm doing it like this and that I don't have it all ready to go is because I wanted to show you how amazing this stuff is. So this is just about, you know, it's only that thick, couple quarter sticks. So I'm going to put it in there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of water on it and show you how amazing this stuff is to work with. I'll bring the camera over here in a minute. We should be doing this in the sink though, because all that water is going to go down in there and we're going to have to empty it out. We're going to have to carry it over to the sink. I think I will move it to the sink because it's going to get too messy before we get that too full. So I'm going to break off I took off about a quarter of that. I'm going to move this over to the sink and then I'll move the camera over there too. There. All right. We're gonna work in the sink here too. You know, give me an idea of how things are going down here. This is the sink, and just got the box in there. There's the box, and what I'm gonna do is take the sprayer and just gently turn the water on the lowest you can. And spray it out a little bit. Just dribble it over the coconut and let it get. The sound you hear is the water coming out of the faucet actually. But it's just dribbling out of here, you can see. You want to do it just a little bit, really slow, to hydrate the coconut. And then we'll break it up pretty soon with our hands when it gets bigger. It's going to get really big. I'll show you in a second. Just remember what size those were when we put them in there. It's just amazing right now. You can see them. I'll turn the camera around. You can see them get bigger here. You can just see them getting bigger. It's really fun to work with these guys. Look at that. You just see it getting bigger. Amazing. Get them all wet. Really, really wet. I kind of cleaned out one of these old window boxes or whatever they're called, planters. And when you think you got it wet enough and it's kind of falling apart, Look at that. You can just see it expand. When you think you got it enough, then you just grab one of these, got it down here, little garden tools, and chop it up a little bit. It should chop up pretty good. Looks like that one's kind of plugged up. I'll chop it up a little bit, and look at how much it is. Just from all of that. Look at how much is in there. It's amazing. Looks like we'll have to get a little bit more, because we want to get a couple of inches in there. Maybe 2 inches. So we'll go break off another piece. It smells even kind of good. Doesn't smell like dirt. I'm gonna break off another piece. It looks like it's probably gonna take about, for this big planter, looks like it's gonna take about a half a block to fill it up far enough. I'll take another one of these. I'll break it in half. 2 separate pieces so it's all spaced out in there. And we'll try it again. It's already getting bigger. Oops, turn it down a little. Let it get all hydrated. Flip it over if you want, I'll speed it up. I like the coconut stuff because it's easier to clean up, and well, it doesn't have all the nutrients in it. You got to put your own nutrients in there. So when you if you keep your plants, decide to keep your plants in here, you'd have to probably put some Miracle-Gro or something in your water when you water them. Make sure you got enough nutrients in the soil. You'd have to do a supplement of some kind in your soil. I wonder how they discovered this stuff. It's amazing. But I think it's more of a medium. I think you use it to start your stuff in and then move it over to your garden like I'm doing. If I was to leave some plants in this box, I would definitely put maybe some potting soil from the store on top of it, some type of Miracle-Gro potting soil or something like that. All right, so I'm going to show you in a second here how big it's gotten. See the tree, how big it's grown. Washing my hands off. While I was at the store, I also picked up something else. Really fun for Alex. There, that's probably about enough. Stir it around a little bit. Now remember, we don't want it really we don't want really that much coconut in here, because this is just for us to start our seeds so we can put them in the garden. If you're thinking about leaving your seeds in here, then you'd probably fill it about half full with maybe dirt. You probably fill it with half full with dirt, and you do the same thing. But then once your little plants got bigger and you were going to put the whole thing outside without moving it somewhere else, then you just add more dirt on top of it, and leave the seeds where they're at, or the little seedlings where they're at, which would be fun. All right, now we're done with this. So, without making a huge mess, I'm going to shake the rest of it in there. And I'm going to wrap it up like that. Be careful when you walk across the floor. You don't want to get this all over the floor. And just set it in the garage. Just set it on the garage counter. for the next time you're going to use it. Now we'll go back over here to our little workstation. Right over here. I'll put it way back under the light for you. Kind of cool. Right there. All right. So what I picked up today at the store, because my seeds didn't work out from Amazon, I picked up a red ghost pepper. Yep. And I'm going to put him under the light for a couple of days until it gets warm enough. You don't want this stuff all over your floor because it's kind of dusty. It's still dirt. It's still like dirt anyway. All right, and even out your soil or your coconut really evenly. I think I'm going to just dribble a little bit more water over this. Get an idea of how much water I have in there. Looks like it's pretty good. Do the same thing as we did before. Move this out of the way. Put it in the sink. Try to keep your tools in the sink. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. We're just going to get our Sharpie and our blue tape, and we're going to make a bunch of holes. One of my friends wanted some parsley. Well, I'm going to put some parsley on one end. I don't know how to. I've never really grew parsley before, so I don't really know how to do it. Or how much to do, if they do a lot or if they find them together. Maybe I could read the directions. I have my glasses. Looks like the sun's starting to come out. Let's see how big these seeds are. Oh, they're tiny. They're just the same size as basil seeds, so I think that we're probably going to do a lot of them. Maybe even in bunches. I think with parsley, you might just sprinkle them. Let me get my glasses. I think with parsley, you just soak seeds overnight in warm water. Start seeds in 6 to 8 weeks before frost. Oh, wow. Transplant to garden after frost. All right, well, it looks like we're just going to drop them in there. Little soldiers. Just kind of haphazardly because they're so small. It says you're supposed to thin the plants. That means if there's 2 of them together, and you take one, or you spread them out, you split them apart, or spread them out. Throw one away, but I don't like to throw them away. I like to just spread them out. It kind of takes a little bit of time to spread them out, but I put a lot of them in here. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be at least 30 little parsley plants. Hi, Basil. Hi, Basil. Hi there. He's interested. He always likes coming around. Wants to be part of the show. Hi, Basil. You want to be in here? Let's see what he's got for us here. Hello. Hi, Basil. Hi, honey. Hi there. Probably wants a snack. All right. So let's draw the line on where that parsley ends. There's going to be a lot of them in there. P-A-R-S-L-E-Y. Parsley. Oopsie. We'll put it right about there. I'm going to draw a line there so I kind of know. Parsley. And then there's a couple of early girls here. And these seeds, for some reason, Still really big. These are early girl tomatoes. I'll show you, sorry. And that one says sow seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. So we're kind of behind on these, but I already have tomatoes started upstairs. There's a few friends that want some and I can get them started a little bit faster. I don't know where my scissors went though. Let's see, I think we're gonna start. Yep, they're bigger. I'm gonna probably start. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna do 9. I lost one. 3, 6. I'm gonna do 9 of them. But some of the companies, what they do to make the seeds easier to work with, I lost one somewhere. We'll find it. It's kind of strange. Some of the companies, instead of leaving the seeds like they are, just tiny, they coat them with something so they're easier to work with. This one's kind of colored, but this is a natural seed right there, and these are coated ones, and they're a little bit more expensive, but they're easier to work with, that's for sure. All right, tomato seeds, so we got to make a little hole. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. I think I'm making the holes too deep. Seems like it anyway. And we'll just put, remember just to put a little bit right back over the top. It's that easy. I probably should be showing you instead of telling you. There we go. Make the sign. Probably not a good idea to use the same thing. But early girl, we're going to write on there. I think we already had some too. Early girl. Now, early girl are determinate. There's indeterminate and determinate plants. And determinate, oh, I wrote it on the wrong end. Determinate means that they only grow to a certain height or time period, like 3 months or so, and then they give out their fruit and they die after that. They don't give out any more fruit. That's determinate. Determinate. And that's early girls. And they ripen pretty fast, or they get fruit pretty fast, and then they're done. Once they give out so many tomatoes, and then they're done. But indeterminate, as the brandywine plants that we always had, the big ones from my grandma, those are indeterminate, and they'll keep growing and growing and growing. They'll give you tomatoes for a long time. They don't give out. They're not limited to how many tomatoes that they can give out. All right, 9 of them on there. They'll just keep growing and growing all year long until it freezes or something else happens. It's interesting. You should look it up on the internet. All right, now we're going to do these. I think these daisy-like flowers. These I think are Gabera daisies or something like that. So we're gonna plant a whole bunch of these. I gotta put a little line in here. I know where I put the tomatoes. think these daisies we're gonna have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. We're gonna do 12 of them. I'll show you the holes that I make in there. You probably can't even see them. I'll turn the camera around. And there you can see them. And I'll just try to drop their little seeds. And drop each one. Can't get them. Drop each one in the hole. One, whoops, that one right in there. There's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 2 in there. 9. That one's gonna be 2 in that one. 9. Try not to let your fingers get wet. 10. 11. Some of these don't even look like seeds. They look like partial seeds. 12. It's okay if you have 2 in there. I'm gonna put 2 in that hole also. And that one just for fun. It's okay if you have 2 in them. You don't have to thin these daisies out at all. That's just how I just cover them up like that. Cover them up just lightly. I don't pack them down because they got to get back out. Now I'll put this right there so I know where the line is. All right? Got to remember where the line is. And I'm excited for the zinnias. Those grew faster than I could ever imagine. Those worked out way better than I ever thought. It was great. In a week, they're probably 4 inches tall. I only planted them last weekend, I think. I don't remember. There we go. And I can never have enough petunias. Annika loves petunias, so we'll... Oh, wow. Wow. It's 60 days till bloom. I'm really behind on these. Well, in that case, I wonder how long it takes the zinnias to bloom. Because those are already huge. Let's see. Wow. 60 days to bloom. I'm in trouble. I'm probably going to have to buy some flowers tomorrow and put it in my flower garden. Let's see. Royalty mix colors. Let's do this one. This one was a gift. This one was a gift from one of my friends. For you, Annika. And I'll open it up. There, like that. Oh, cool. Look at that. And it comes with all these nice little things on there. Little signs. See? There's only 10 seeds in here. In that huge packet, there's only 10 seeds. That's crazy. There's only 10 petunias in there. And then, I'll plant them all. In that whole huge package. $5, $4.99. There's only 10 seeds. Don't fall for that one. Yeah. There's only 10 seeds in there. Oh, that's crazy. I guess you pay for the little signs that they make. Neighbors are putting the garbage out. Tomorrow's Monday. I haven't found it. Oh, I can't get it open either. I don't even think there's 10 in here. What is going on? Oh, wow. What kind of a deal is this? I can't even. This is hard. I can't. There's such a big package, and the seeds are tiny. It says they're pelletized, which means they put that stuff around them to make it bigger, but this is amazing. It's tiny. They're stuck in a corner of it. This isn't working. This isn't working at all. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 tiny little seeds. What in the world? Wow. So, oh, there's that other tomato. I found it. That tomato seed. If you see something like this in the store, don't buy it. There's only 10 seeds in there. I only got 9, 3, 6, no, I only have 8. So you pay for maybe 10 seeds and 3 signs, which you don't need. Anyway, but we'll go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Early girl. I forgot to put our daisy sign up. I'll make sure you do that. I think they're daisies. I don't know. I cut the top of the package off. I'm not sure. Daisy. Put it right there. These are tiny. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hey, 9. I found another one. 9. Maybe I got 10? No. Nope, I didn't get 10. Oh, there is 10. I did get 10. Oh, yes. I did get 10 out of that one. Put it right there. Daisy. I'm just going to put this right on the edge, right there. Alright. And this early grow that I found right here, I'm just going to plant it somewhere in the middle of them. There. Now that we got it planted, we're going to do something. We're going to first pour out, see if there's any extra water in here and pour it out in the sink so it doesn't spill on the way up the steps. There. Something like that. Because last time I left a little water in there and it spilled on the way up the steps. Now we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to take the saran wrap here and make it just a little bit longer. than the planter, just the same as before. Lay it over the planter before it all sticks to itself, like that. There, like that, and then we're going to put a little bit of tape on it. Remember, not too tight. You don't want to pull the tape back off of it. We'll start on the ends. That's usually what works the best for me. But there's no wrong way to do it. However you do it, that's the right way. I'm just giving you a general idea how to do these things. However you do it, I'm sure you'll find a much better way than I do it. Right there. Right there. Right there. There. Doesn't take much. Don't pull it too tight. And then we're going to put it under the grow light. But the first couple of nights, you want to keep it in a nice warm place until they sprout up. Did that come off? Until the little guys sprout up. And when they sprout up, that's when you go ahead and put it under the grow light or in the window. And I just ripped a hole in it. So if you rip a hole in it, then find a piece of tape and just put it right over the top. Like that. No big deal. I don't know how I did that. Right over the top. Right over the top of it. Like that. There we go. So there's the second one. The lesson I learned is don't ever buy the more expensive packages. Probably not a good idea. It's nice to see you guys. I hope you're doing good. And I love you very much. I hope you have a good day today.